Hello everybody and welcome to our channel, and in this video we are going to make a rain simulation using Java Eclipse. So I have created three different classes. One is mainframe, one is rain, and one is render. So in this render class we will render each and every raindrop, and in this rain class we will uh, create each and every rains, and in this main frame we will pack everything inside a JFrame. So for creating JFrame we need to import javax.swing .jframe, and I will create a data member of JFrame f equals new JFrame. I will name it as rain simulation, and I will create a constructor of this main frame. So in this main frame I will write f.set size as 700 by 700 and f.set location relative to null. So this function will basically create the frame in the center of our screen, and f.set visibility as true. This will set the visibility of our frame so that we can actually see the frame when this function is called. So actually, to call all this stuff into this main method, we will call the constructor. So for that we need to simply write new main frame, right? And if I run it, you can see nothing but a simple JFrame with a rain simulation at its header. Now let's go to the render function, or let's go into the rain class. I will create a single raindrop. For that I will write import java.awt.* semicolon, and I will create a constructor of rain, and I need to create another method which is gonna be public void say create rain, and this function will create each and every raindrop, and it requires a graphics argument with G, and for using graphics it will use awt.graphics. So that's why I have imported java.awt.*. So this rain actually occupies some variables. So first of all it will take x position, say int x, y, and a velocity which I will set it in double, say velocity. Now int x, int y, here will be y, and double velocity. This is a concept of something known as the parameterized constructor, right? So to assign these data members with the help of this constructor, we will write this dot x equals x, as because these are public and these are the data members of this class. So I will write this dot. So this dot literally means object of this class, and that means object of this class and this variable, right? So this dot y equals y, and this dot velocity equals velocity. So all our data members are basically assigned successfully. So I will set the color of our rain. So I will write g dot set color within bracket color dot blue, because rain color is blue. So yeah, and g dot fill rectangle x, y, the first two parameters for x and y, and the last two parameters for length and breadth. So I will set the length as true and breadth as 5. So this will create our each raindrop. So actually, to paint this raindrop, I will go to this render class, and I will write import javax.swing.jpanel, and I will extend this class with JPanel, and I will create a constructor of this render class, and as because this class extends with the jpanel, now as we know that jpanel can be added inside a jframe, so to achieve that we will create an object of this render class. So render r, say equals new render, and inside this constructor I will write f.add r, because r, that is render, extends with jpanel, because I will draw everything inside this panel and this panel is attached or added inside the jframe. So I will create a method which is public void paint graphics g. Same here, to achieve this, to use this graphics I need to import awt.graphics. Make sure you have imported these all, and I will write super.paint g, as because it extends with jpanel. Now to use this rain, I will create an object, this rain class, inside this render. So I will say rain equals new rain, and okay, so I will initialize inside the constructor, and if I say rain equals new rain, and this rain class contains x, y and velocity, so let's just give the x as say 20, y 20, velocity as 0.1, say consider. And to actually run this, call this function, we will write rain dot create rain with graphics g. Now if I actually run it, you can see here is our small raindrop, but it is not falling. So to actually make it fall, I will write a simple line of code making it fall. Obviously this is not that line of code which I am talking about. So to make that raindrop fall, we need to change the y position, because when it falls, its y position only changes. Now if it falls obliquely, then we will go to the components, but in ideal cases when there is no air resistance, wind resistance and all that, we will only deal with the y position of our rain. So I will say this dot y plus equals this dot velocity, because in the computer the origin is always the upper left side. So here is this 0, and if you go downwards, y is positive, if you go upwards, y is negative, if you go right, x is positive, if you go left, x is negative. So now, and to actually make it run, we need to call a function called repaint inside this paint method. So whenever this function is called, the again entire paint method is called again and again. So if you run it, you can see the rain doesn't falls. Actually, if I need to say here this dot x, this dot y, because y, this dot y is changing, not this y. So still it is not falling. So let's see where is the error. Rain equal to new rain, x20, y20, velocity 0.1. So this dot y plus equals this dot velocity. So what if I say here x position int y position and double v? I think there might be some problems in this keyword, so I will write x equals x position, y equals y position, vel equals v, right? So I will simply write here x, y, and here would be y plus equals vel. Now I guess it should work. Okay, why it is not falling? Now if I increase the velocity, actually repaint is called I have added inside the JFrame. And if I increase the velocity like that, okay, as you can see it falls. So 0.1, if I say as 0.5 is the velocity. Okay, velocity, I got it. Velocity is in double and x position and y position is in integer type, so there is a problem in typecasting. So I will take everything as double, and I will take the x position as double and y position as double. And for that I need to cast this, because this function uses only int argument, and this is the technique something called as the explicit typecasting. As you can see, it falls like that. So I need to take a bunch of raindrops, so I will create an array of this rain class. So I will create a variable called n, so this will keep track of the number of raindrops I am using. So let n equals 10. If there are 10 raindrops, then I need to declare this as array. So this class will act as an array. So let's first initialize it. Rain equals new rain with the square brackets as n. This is the size of the array. Now to initialize each and every raindrop, I will use a for loop to iterate through each and every raindrop. So I equals 0, I less than rain dot length semicolon I plus plus, and inside it I may write rain index I equals. So I need to give different x position. So let's just, if I say I times 10, so when I equal to 0, first raindrop will be at 0th position. When I is 1 into 10 is 10, I will be in 10th position. When I equal to 2, then in 20th position. So like that. And y is fixed 20 and velocity is 0.5. And to call this create rain function, I need to again create a for loop. So for int I equals 0, I less than rain dot length and I plus plus, and inside it I need to just say rain index I dot create rain, and I guess it should work. As you can see, there are 10 rains are falling, but I need to set the velocity of each rain as random. Now here comes the random concept. So I will create an object of random class. So for that I need to import java dot util dot random, and random say rd, right, and random, sorry for the spelling mistake, and inside the constructor rd equals new random, and this velocity, so I will change each and everything, and the x position will be rd dot next next int, if I say with 700, because the width of the screen of the frame is 700, and y is, I will set it as 10, and the velocity should be rd dot next double and plus 0.1 why I am using, because this function's first place is sometimes 0. So if the velocity is 0, our raindrop will not fall. So for overcoming that, we are adding with 0.1. So let's just run it, and as you can see, there are 10 raindrops falling, but when they goes off beyond the screen, they doesn't comes back. So for achieving that, we need to say falling, making them fall again, right? So I will create a condition if y is greater than what was our height of the screen, that was 700. So if y is greater than 700 minus the length of our raindrop, that is 5, or simply you can say 700, then it falls beyond the screen. This condition means it goes beyond the screen. Now if it goes beyond the screen, I again need to create an object of this random. So import java.util.random and random r. Inside the constructor, r equals new random. So I will set the x position again in random, that is r dot next int with 700 inside the parenthesis, and y as 0, and same the velocity would be same with that random velocity, otherwise it shouldn't be logical. This is velocity equals r dot next double. So this is the condition. When they goes beyond the screen, their y goes to 0, their x becomes a random, their velocity becomes random, and they falls again and again. And I guess this is it. Let's run it. And as you can see, there are 10 raindrops which falls and comes back again and again. So let's increase the number of raindrops. Here say n equals, if I set the n equals say 200. Now let's just run it. Yep, as you can see, there are 200 raindrops and it looks quite logical. And if we should change the background color to something dark blue or like that, it would be more logical or interactive. You can actually change the mass, you can actually add the mass of a raindrop, you can change the acceleration of the raindrop, you can add wind velocity, you can do anything you want. So this is all for this program. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, smash the like button. If you're new to this channel, press the subscribe button, and if you have any new ideas, then feel free to say it in the comment. See you in the next video. Bye bye.